You are watching WOC Concrete Talks.
And welcome to WOC Concrete Talks, dedicated to industry experts and stalwarts in the construction industry. We have with us our guest for today, Mr. Ashutosh Kothari, Director Ashutosh Rubber Pvt Limited. Mr. Kothari is a BE in rubber technology and has done his master's in marketing. The company is into a range of products for a range of industries, from cement concrete industry, pipe industry, agriculture equipment, automobile industry, power transmission, among other areas. Ashutosh Rubber is accredited with ISI certification under the Bureau of Indian Standards, and its products are also compliant with European standards, ROHS, and REACH. Welcome, Mr. Kothari. It's indeed a pleasure to have you today with us to educate us on the use of your products in the concrete segment.
Thank you so much, Padma ji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us on the show. And it is really a pleasure on our side as well to be a part of the Concrete Talks. We have been a part of Concrete Show since last 2-3 years. We started in 2017, and till now we are a part of Concrete Show, and we really love and enjoy being part of Concrete Show. And the initiative this year, which Concrete Show people have taken, like you guys have taken, and come up with a interactive session like this with Concrete Talks, which makes industry people to give our views, the actual views and benefits of our products to the industry, and people can know more and more about our things.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, sir. It's indeed our pleasure. I would like to begin with asking you about your company. Tell us in brief about your company.
Yeah, so basically, Ashutosh Rubber Pvt Limited, we are based in Rajkot, Gujarat. We are a 35-year-old company, and we have 4 units in Rajkot. Currently, we are serving more than 14 different segments, and we are certified with ISO 9000, ISO 14000, ISO 45001, IATF 16949, among the major certifications with respect to different quality standards and requirements for the industries. And now, one of the major segments which we are here today to talk about, and where we are dealing, is cement concrete industry. We have a huge product range in cement concrete industry. In cement concrete industry, we are making molds for precast cement products in this industry. The molds for precast cement products will include things like which you can see it on in my background. We have molds for paver blocks, then cover blocks, manhole covers, drain covers, compound walls, and many other things. In this industry, we can even customize things with respect to different requirements of the customer, branding of the customer, and many more things can be done with respect to the rubber and soft PVC molds. So these molds are made in rubbers as well as in soft PVC. That is a brief about our company.
That's great. What would you say is the advantage of rubber molds as compared to conventional methods in the precast industry segment?
So rubber mold industry has emerged lately in last 8-9 years with respect to the conventional methods which were being used and practiced long back. Now, in the conventional method, basically the casting of the cement parts were done with huge metal molds. Now, the major advantages of rubber or soft PVC molds over the conventional method and metal molds are: firstly, the weight of the metal molds is too high, too heavy with respect to the rubber molds. So one metal mold will weigh more than 25-30 kgs with respect to the same size or the same design or same size of the cover of the rubber mold would weigh only at 2, 3, 4, varying till 10 kg is the highest of what rubber molds can be. But whereas in the metal, it is a minimum weight. Then secondly, the major advantage with what we get by using the rubber molds is the finishing of the precast cement part, the product, the end product. It is so fantastic that the polish, it feels like there is a polish over the part. So, the part or the thing like manhole cover is used on the roads to, cover the drainage systems. But if you give a good polish and finish over the part, it'll be a very effective way. The branding and the part is
Attractive.
very it becomes very attractive, and the branding of the companies, like if you work for people like L&T and Reliance and people, so they are a big brand. So they want that their logo or their branding should be in such a way that it is worth putting in that manner. So, even if it is used on roads, it is not like, just it is used anyhow. So this rubber molds will give that cutting edge and a very good finish over the metal molds. And then even the processing is a little different. So whereas in rubber molds, you just fill in the concrete, you do the needful process, and you keep it for casting. Whereas in the metal molds, you need to do a little bit after processing to cover the pores, the voids which come during the making of the mold. And because of that after process only, the finishing of the mold will the finishing of the casting will come. Whereas in the rubber, once the casting is done, it is with the finish, so that after processing time and efforts are decreased. And even the manpower efficiency will increase when they are using a rubber mold, because they don't have to carry a lot of weight, and number of mold transactions would be a little less in rubber molds. Then, as I already told, the branding would be very good. So people who want the branding, and even some norms of the government are there, like with respect to the drainage system, there are what weight or what quality manhole is used, or what quality the pavers are used. Like recently, the government has come with IS mark in pavers as well. So now, to do that branding of IS with my IS code is not possible or not feasible in metal mold. Whereas in rubber or PVC, it is very readily and easily feasible. And even they require compulsorily the branding of the make of the whom the paver is being made. So that also is feasible in our case. Now, even lastly, the cost of the metal molds is too much with respect to the rubber molds. Like 5 or 10 rubber molds will be equal to 2 metal molds. So the cost is so wide and huge difference between the cost is too much. So these are the few points where the rubber mold industry is better and giving a good finish and quality product in the precast cement industry.
That's great to hear that rubber molds give you a cost advantage, as well as I think time efficiencies, and also the transport issues, which get sorted out with rubber
Very
molds.
true, very true, very true.
Yeah. Uh, do precast concrete walls and compound walls allow for attractive styles with rubber molds?
Yeah, so the best advantage what you get in by using rubber molds is, whatever new designs are coming up, whatever new trends are coming in the market, you can immediately come up with that design and make that in rubber molds. Whereas in metal, only few designs are possible, because you can't weld and or you can't join some metal and make some vivid designs. So I just, for an example, I'll show you a mold which is for a compound wall, which is for hexagonal compound wall, where this kind of mold is not at all possible in metal. but whereas in rubber, it is readily and easily feasible. So if new trends like this come in the market, easily the precast walls can be made from different designs, and styles can be, day by day, you can change the styles, you can change molds. Even you can see this very small tiny mold, which is with the Ganesha, which is, very cute. So you can make things like this to make walls attractive.
Great. So it offers style, aesthetics, and cost efficiencies.
Yes,
Great.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. How sustainable is the use of rubber in the precast concrete product segment?
The use of the rubber molds is really sustainable. Like as the industry people suggest, like we suggest to use the rubber mold and with the best ways and means. If it is used in the best ways and means, it is going to last for good amount of time. So minimum time for which it will last is more than 2 or 3 years. More than 3 years it is going to last. Now it depends on how the molds are kept, it is treated, and how the molds are processed after using and preparing the castings. Even the sustainability is better in the rubber molds, because it gives acid resistance, UV resistance, sunlight resistance. So the quality of the molds are better, and the
Okay.
finish of the part will, keep the luster will remain as it is, even if it is used after 2 years or so.
Okay. Okay. So the fact that it can be reused again and again is helping sustainability.
Yes, yes, yes. Even reprocessing is a part of, in this industry. In soft PVCs, you can even reprocess the molds. One, if say some design, like you can see the blue ones on the top, like there's a different design. So, for example, you have taken arrow mold from some company. Now in the market, some other design is coming, like the eye paper is coming in the market. You can, reprocess the molds of the ones you have, and you can get it molded in the new design. So unnecessary, the material cost won't be, loaded on the end user.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Tell us about your company's mission to diversify product-wise, segment-wise, and in different geographies.
Yeah, so we already are into 14 different segments, So diversification, already we are into diversified segments, but now our focus area is going to be, this year, to be specifically increasing range of products in some specific segments like cement concrete, pipe industry, agricultural equipment industry, and auto OEM. So we are going to increase the share of business, number of clients, and even the range of products. And we are thinking to, give specific industry solutions to specific people and specific industries. So industry specific solutions to the companies.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's great. We wish Ashutosh Rubber all success in your endeavors and mission. Thank you so much for being with us today. See you at World of Concrete India. Thank you.
Yes, hoping to be there soon, and exhibiting ourselves at World of Concrete would be a great pleasure for us as well.
Thank you, sir.